The break room was transformed. Gone were the stale coffee smell and scattered magazines. In their place was Detective Torres's command center. Files were spread across the table, photos pinned to the corkboard. Torres, with her sharp eyes and no-nonsense demeanor, was ready to untangle the mystery of Martin's death. This wasn't just a murder, it was a puzzle with pieces that fit perfectly within these office walls. Torres believed in order. She started with the basics. She organized the employee files, studying each face, each job title. Everyone in this office had a story. Torres's objective was clear. She needed to understand the dynamics of the office. Who held grudges? Whose ambitions were thwarted? Everyone had a motive until proven otherwise. Her first interviews were with Luna, James, and Sarah. Each had their own story to tell about Martin.
Martin dismissed my ideas, favoring more traditional approaches.
Resentment simmered beneath her professional facade.
I witnessed Martin's growing stress.
He was putting the company at risk, and our disagreements were becoming increasingly personal.
The air crackled with tension as Luna, James, Sarah, and Tony, the office IT specialist, filed into the break room. They sat facing each other, their faces etched with suspicion. Each glance, each sigh spoke volumes in the heavy silence. Torres observed them closely, a silent predator studying her prey. She began by recounting the facts of Martin's death, her voice neutral, devoid of emotion. As she spoke, she watched for any flicker of recognition, any telltale sign of guilt. Luna sat stiffly, her eyes darting between the others. James stared at his hands, his face pale and drawn. Sarah, usually so composed, fidgeted with her necklace, her gaze fixed on the floor. Tony remained stoic, his expression unreadable. Torres then shifted her focus to their relationships with Martin. She probed their grievances, their conflicts, their secrets. "Someone here knows more than they're letting on," Torres announced, her voice cutting through the tense silence. The accusation hung heavy in the air, a challenge thrown down. The fragile peace shattered. Accusations flew like daggers, each aimed at deflecting blame.
She was the one who argued with him about the budget. She threatened him.
I was trying to save the company. You were just angry because he didn't like your designs.
Their words collided in the small space, fueled by years of unspoken resentment.
He was talking to someone on the phone? He sounded scared. Maybe it was a threat.
The room buzzed with suspicion. Everyone was a suspect, everyone had a motive. Torres watched them, her eyes missing nothing.